Have you ever felt that you carry something special inside you? That almost inexplicable feeling that you are destined for something far beyond the ordinary? Imagine that there is a powerful sign, an almost invisible call that few possess, but which transforms everything around you. In this video, we will explore the subtle signs and deep mysteries that reveal whether you are one of the chosen ones. What you see here could change the way you see your own journey, and perhaps lead you to discover your true purpose. Are you ready to unlock this secret? Sometimes we don't realize how much our presence impacts the environments and people around us. It's as if, without making any effort, you enter a place and the energy there is transformed. Some people seem to notice your arrival, whether with a look of curiosity, an unexpected approach, or, in some cases, even a slight discomfort. This is because your energy is intense and carries a vibration that awakens something deep in others. This characteristic is common among those who have a higher calling, the chosen ones. It's an energy that doesn't need words to express itself, that goes beyond what is seen, and that often makes you question why you always seem to be the focus of attention. These moments may seem casual, but they reveal something profound. The way people respond to you, without you saying a word, reflects your ability to influence the environment energetically. This kind of strong presence is unusual. It's almost magnetic. It can be a feeling of peace, an inexplicable comfort, or at other times, a restlessness that forces people to reflect on themselves. This is one of the signs that you have a special mission, an essence that doesn't go unnoticed and that brings out the best, or the most hidden, in people. Now think about how many times you've noticed this response from others. Perhaps you've tried to change, to be less intense, so that others wouldn't feel uncomfortable. But over time, you realize that this intensity is part of who you are, and it's not something you can or should hide. This impact has a purpose. Just as a flame illuminates the space around you, you illuminate those who cross your path. Many are not yet ready for this light, and this can lead to distancing. But remember, your energy is actually opening doors, revealing new possibilities, and above all, allowing people to see themselves in a more authentic way. There are people who will pass through your life just to feel this energy for a moment, and they will go their own way, perhaps without knowing why they met you. Others will stay closer, seeking the inspiration and tranquility that your presence offers. It's as if, even in silence, you are a reminder of something greater, proof that there is deep meaning in everything around you. This impact doesn't happen by chance. It's part of your mission. And as you accept this energy and integrate it into your being, it becomes even more powerful, attracting to you those who are also searching for something beyond the ordinary. So if you've already noticed the effect you have on people without even trying, it's important that you value this ability. It is an indication that your purpose goes beyond what is seen on the surface, and the more you connect with this unique presence, the more naturally it expands. Accepting that you are an agent of transformation, even in a subtle way, opens the way to recognizing other characteristics that define the chosen ones. And one of them is the inner calling, a persistent feeling that guides you from a very early age. From an early age, you may have felt that there is something unique on your path, an inner voice that is never completely silent. This feeling goes beyond ordinary desires for success or personal fulfillment. It's like an insistent whisper that, even in the most ordinary moments, reminds you that there is something greater waiting to be discovered. This call is not just an idea, it is an invitation from the universe, a deep connection with the purpose you have come to fulfill. Often, this feeling can be confusing or even challenging, especially when the world around you doesn't seem to understand this restlessness that only you feel. As you grow up, you may notice that this voice becomes more intense, guiding your choices and influencing your thoughts. It may even happen that you follow a direction that seems logical to everyone, but something in you feels that it's not completely aligned. This call acts like an internal compass, which, even without clear maps, points you in the direction that resonates with your true essence. You begin to realize that you are not satisfied with just what is expected. You need a mission that goes beyond, that has a profound impact on the lives of others, and that brings genuine meaning to your own heart. This feeling that you are destined for something greater is not always understood by others. Family, friends, or colleagues may see you as a dreamy or distant person, someone who apparently doesn't fit in. But the reality is that those who carry this deep connection with a spiritual calling often walk lonelier paths. This loneliness, however, is not empty. It is actually a space of preparation. The call pushes you to look inwards and search for answers that few have the courage to seek. And with each answer, you feel closer to what really makes sense to you. As you learn to listen to and respect this call, it leads you in a direction that sometimes defies logic and traditional patterns. This is one of the biggest challenges for those on a spiritual mission. The courage to follow the heart when the mind wants to opt for the safe and predictable path. It is at this point that many stray from their own truth, trying to adapt to external expectations. But the call, even if muffled for a while, never goes away. It always finds a way to reappear, whether in the form of a dream, an unexpected inspiration, or even a difficult situation that forces you to question your course. When you accept this inner mission and allow it to guide your steps, you realize that you are not alone. Others around the world also feel this impulse, and each, in their own way, responds to your call. This is the start of a journey where you begin to recognize other characteristics that define you as chosen, including an inner strength that allows you to overcome even the most intense challenges. If you've noticed that your life has been marked by intense challenges, know that this is no accident. The chosen often face trials that seem beyond endurance, almost as if the universe were putting their strength and determination to the test. These difficulties are actually a preparation, a kind of spiritual polishing. Each obstacle that arises is an opportunity to strengthen your spirit, refine your essence, and develop a resilience that is not easily shaken. At first, this intensity may seem like a burden, but over time you begin to understand that it is precisely this strength that sets you apart, and that is necessary to fulfill the mission you have been given. The chosen ones often experience moments of pain that seem lonely, and that few people around them can understand. Losses, disappointments, and sudden changes of direction are all part of the journey. These moments of difficulty are not meant to demotivate you, but to strengthen what is most authentic in you. It's as if the universe is saying, "Trust. You are capable of much more than you realize." Each difficult situation becomes a profound learning experience, a new layer of resistance that prepares you to deal with everything your mission demands. And little by little, your pain turns into wisdom, and your experience becomes a light that can guide others. This challenging path develops in you an unusual capacity for resilience. You learn to cope with situations that for many would be paralyzing. As you go through these experiences, your perception expands. You begin to see beyond the surface and understand what really matters. This depth allows you to find answers in places where others see only problems. It's a valuable skill because along the way, even more challenges will arise. But with each obstacle you overcome, your strength grows, and you get closer and closer to who you really are. The tests that come your way are not just meant to make you stronger as an individual. Each battle you win generates an energy that reverberates around you, also helping those close to you. Overcoming them inspires others to be stronger, to face their own shadows. And this is how, without realizing it, you begin to act as a guide for those who share your journey in some way. Every time you get up, even after falling, you are showing the world that it is possible to find strength in adversity, and that the chosen ones have the ability to turn pain into power. With this strength and resilience, you are increasingly prepared to recognize and understand your deepest sensitivities. Little by little, you begin to realize that, as well as being tested, you carry within you a sensitivity that connects you with the energies and emotions around you, something that makes you even more receptive and intuitive. For those who carry the sign of the chosen ones, there is a unique sensitivity, an almost supernatural sense that connects them to the emotions, intentions, and vibrations around them. You may have noticed that you can pick up on what others are feeling, even if they don't say anything. A slight gesture, a subtle glance, a change in tone of voice. All this is enough for you to feel what's going on with them. This heightened empathy can be both a blessing and a challenge, because while it allows you to get deeply close to people, it can also be overwhelming, especially when there are dense energies in the environment. Your intuition, that inner voice that seems to come without explanation, is a gift that guides your path. It doesn't need logic or justification, because it's as if it comes from an ancient wisdom, something that transcends the intellect. You may have experienced situations in which you knew something was going to happen, or in which you simply felt what was the best decision to make. This isn't just luck or chance. It's a skill that the chosen ones develop by tuning into this higher vibration. This intuition is what guides you through uncertainty and often keeps you safe, even when everything around you is unstable. Being sensitive to energies and emotions can sometimes feel like a heavy burden. It's as if you were carrying the pain and joy of the world around you on your shoulders. Sometimes, when you're in an environment with a lot of people, you can feel an inexplicable exhaustion, almost as if their emotions are weighing you down. This is a natural effect for those who are highly sensitive. You connect with the vibrations intensely and absorb, consciously or unconsciously, the energies that hang in the air. And this is where you learn to protect yourself energetically, to know when it's time to retreat in order to re-establish your inner balance. This deep connection with emotions and energies also makes you a born counselor, someone others trust and turn to for support and understanding. People who carry the sign of the chosen ones often become a safe haven for those facing difficulties, as their understanding gaze and attentive listening convey the feeling that someone finally understands them. And this is one of their greatest strengths, being able to look beyond the surface and see the essence of the other, offering support that many would only find in rare moments of true connection. Over time, you learn to deal with this sensitivity in a more conscious way, transforming it into a source of power and deep insight. And this subtle connection with the energies around you also allows the universe to find ways to communicate with you, sending you signs, coincidences, and messages that become guides on your path. If you feel that the universe seems to be talking directly to you, know that you're not imagining things. At every step on your journey, it finds ways to send you signs, little reminders that you are on the right path, or that something important is about to happen. These messages can come in subtle ways, such as when you see repeating numbers, meet people at the exact moment you need them, or when seemingly random events fall into place in a way that seems planned. These signs, called synchronicities, are the universe's way of interacting with those who have a heightened sensitivity and a special mission. Perhaps you've noticed how certain coincidences recur in your life, almost as if they were pieces of a puzzle guiding your path. When you notice this, you often feel a mixture of awe and reverence, as if you were surrounded by something greater, a universal intelligence that orchestrates these details. It could be a sentence you read in a book at the exact moment you need an answer, or even a song that starts playing with lyrics that seem to speak directly to what you're experiencing. For those who carry the sign of the chosen ones, these coincidences have a profound purpose: to guide, comfort, and remind them that they are not alone on their journey. These synchronicities don't happen by chance. The more you open yourself up to them, the more frequent and significant they become. It's as if the universe senses your receptivity and, in response, intensifies the communication. This type of connection requires you to keep your eyes and heart open, willing to see beyond what is apparent. Often, these signs appear to alert you to something that needs attention or to confirm that your intuitions are correct. And over time, you begin to trust these moments more, knowing that they are part of a silent but powerful language that the universe reserves for those who tune in to its frequencies. As you learn to recognize and value these signals, something inside you changes. This constant dialogue with the universe reinforces your faith in the path you have chosen and strengthens your own intuition. And this creates a virtuous circle. The more you listen to and trust the signs, the clearer and more precise the guidance you receive becomes. This communication helps you to move forward with confidence, even in moments of doubt, because you know that you are not walking alone and that invisible forces are guiding your every step. This sensitivity to messages and synchronicities leads you to seek out moments of introspection and silence, where you can understand these messages more deeply and strengthen your connection with the universe. This time of solitude becomes essential because it is there, in silence, that the signs make more sense and your intuition reveals itself even more strongly. For those who carry the sign of the chosen ones, silence and solitude are more than just moments of rest. They are portals that allow them to access their deepest truths and renew their energy. In the modern world, surrounded by constant stimuli and demands, these moments of recollection become essential so that you can reconnect with yourself and listen to the wisdom that comes from within. It is in silence that the answers you seek so much begin to reveal themselves, and it is through solitude that your inner strength gains new dimensions, as it puts you in touch with your purest essence. If you've ever felt an inexplicable need to get away from the world, to find a space where you can hear your own voice without interference, know that this is a natural calling of the chosen ones. This desire for solitude does not mean isolation or rejection of other people, but rather a deep understanding that in order to expand your mission and fulfill your purpose, you must first strengthen your own light. In the inner retreat, you find a safe space where external energies calm down, and where your own emotions and thoughts can be processed and understood. These moments of introspection are fundamental for filtering out what is really important and what is just noise. In the midst of silence, you begin to better distinguish the energies that belong to you from those that come from the outside world. It's a purification process, where you unload what no longer serves you and re-energize yourself with what is true and essential. This practice also helps to strengthen your energetic barriers, preventing you from absorbing an excess of other people's emotions and intentions. Over time, these moments of solitude become not just a choice, but a vital necessity for maintaining your balance and strengthening your mission. As you get used to these retreats, you realize that they bring you even closer to the answers you are looking for. Ideas that previously seemed confused begin to organize themselves, and you become more receptive to the wisdom that the universe wants to share with you. It is in the silence that intuition finds its space to speak louder, and where the signals received can be understood in their entirety. Many of those chosen report that it is in these periods of solitude that they feel closer to their purpose and the mission they carry, as if, in the recollection, a kind of clarity arises naturally. When you come out of these moments of introspection, you bring with you a renewed peace and strength. This process transforms your energy and prepares you to deal with the next stages of the journey with greater serenity and confidence. Silence and solitude then become not a refuge, but a constant source of self-knowledge and spiritual expansion. And when you return to the outside world, you carry within you this transformed force, ready to illuminate the journey of those around you and to advance, more firmly and consciously, on your own journey. You've come this far, which says a lot about your journey. If these signs have resonated in your soul, know that you are not alone. The universe has chosen you for a special path, full of purpose and profound discoveries. Embrace your essence, cherish your light, and allow your energy to transform the world around you. This is just the beginning. There is so much more to explore and awaken. If this message has touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share this video with those who also feel the call. Comment below on what resonated most with you, and be part of this journey of self-knowledge and upliftment. Thank you very much for being here and for being part of this transformation. See you at the next stage.